नमस्कार सिक्किम क्रोनिकलमा तपाईहरु सबैजनालाई स्वागत छ। सो एभ्री इयर 1 डिसेम्बर इज अब्जर्भड एज वर्ल्ड एड्स डे र यस दिन विशेष त HIV एड्सलाई लिएर धेरै नै चर्चा हुने गर्दछ एन्ड अफ कोर्स धेरै कुराकानी हुने गर्दछ। यसपालि सिक्किममा पनि सिक्किम स्टेट एड्स कन्ट्रोल सोसाइटीले धेरै कार्यक्रमहरू राखिरहेको छ भने आज मसँग हुनुहुन्छ द प्रोजेक्ट डाइरेक्टर अफ सिक्किम स्टेट एड्स कन्ट्रोल सोसाइटी डाक्टर डिक्की फेमु भुटिया र उहाँसँग हामी कुराकानी गर्नेछौँ। म्याम, फर्स्ट एन्ड फरमोस्ट वेलकम टु सिक्किम क्रोनिकल। So we just wanted to start with कि यसपालिको HIV AIDS को जुन वर्ल्ड एड्स डे छ यसको थीम के छ?
So the theme is take the rights path. A lot of misunderstanding रहेछ that right path भनेर. Of course we should take the right path, but we are talking about the rights. The right to health, transgender act हरू छ, the right to transgender life, to HIV control and prevention act. यस्तै खालके एक्टहरू and rights हरूको बारेमा चाहिँ we want to make a noise about it because we realize that if a person's rights are protected, we can end any problems in the world.
Right. So we have seen that Sikkim State AIDS Control Society le different medium use गर्छ to reach out with the message of HIV AIDS, like whether it be sports, whether it be like culture, music. यो पालि पनि धेरै lineup छ. We'll talk about that, but before that can I ask you slightly on data as of Sikkim perspective मा सिक्किमको scenario मा what are the cases and numbers?
So we are a very low prevalence state, कम्ती cases भएको state मा गनिन्छ हामी, but we are a slightly rising number नै छ. So around 600 plus we have registered people who are living with HIV but 300 something चाहिँ on ART, alive on ART भन्छ हामीले. ART is antiretroviral therapy. So we have 300 plus people who are actively taking the medicine. The rest of them have either passed away due to maybe AIDS, due to some other problems also, and some of them they opt out, some of them get transferred out to another state, another country. So but we have around 358 plus people who are alive on ART.
So which means तपाईहरुको जुन एउटा message that to encourage many people to come and do testing is like taken positively, number says so.
Yes, I think people are opening their minds about voluntary testing. We want to encourage people that those who have indulged in risky behavior, that they should come forward and get tested because we have made it available in all our facilities. District hospital, right down to the sub-center level we have testing, and it's voluntary and totally confidential. So nobody is going to spread rumors about anybody because it's more or less attached to behavioral issues, HIV. The way it has been portrayed, we need to break that kind of stigma and then come forward and get tested if people have indulged in risky behavior. So otherwise there's no way that anybody is going to get HIV because we know there are only 4 ways how it's spread.
So you also take on board the communities like LGBTQI drug users community हरूलाई पनि तपाईले लिनुहुन्छ नि. So यो पालि चाहिँ के माथि फोकस गरेको छ उहाँहरूलाई चाहिँ?
हजुर, it's been noticed actually by the UN also that there was a 70% bandam besi chai reduction in AIDS related deaths, and that happened because it was a very person centric, keeping the patient in the center, and all the communities working together, community driven person centric approach le garदाखेरि चाहिँ a lot of changes have happened. People have opened their minds, they've come further for treatment. Treatments have become so world class that a person living with HIV can lead a very normal life manera. So then community is the center of all our activities, like you rightly said. So we have many activities which I would like you to say also. You also are aware of it.
Right.
So which one are you excited about?
In fact, I'm excited about everything because you try to indulge everyone and make it a holistic program, right? Community participation, whether it be the taxi drivers, जस्तै अब युजर्सहरु भयो, तपाईले LGBT community लाई इन्भल्भ गर्नुहुन्छ, women लाई इन्भल्भ गर्नुहुन्छ नि हैन. So I think this gives a big spectrum to put the message across. So last year I still remember the message was sent loud and clear through music किनभने the famous singer Bipul Chhetri had performed. So this time who is gonna send this message of it?
So first let's mention our own local homegrown products. Sophium, so famous they are, Lepcha band. Sadly they are not very active on social media pages, but they're excellent like also. So they'll of course be opening the act. Then we have UNB who's partnering with Goli, pretty famous he is also, and other hip hop artists, because we want to engage the youth mostly. Then interestingly, we have Remanti Sangeet Academy who composed the HIV anthem for us. So the children, and it's sung by youth, powered by youth. So they'll be performing as an opening act again. And then we have, of course, the famous Sabin Rai. People ranging from all ages love his songs. We've grown up listening, and we still like it. So hopefully he'll pull in lots of crowd. And the interesting thing about this year's fashion show is we have two PLHIV women who are somewhere in the remote places of Sikkim who are knitting sweaters, a knitwear collection. Because we all love knitwear and it's in fashion also, and these ladies are very empowered with that skill, knitting skills and crocheting and all. So they are making the collection as we are talking right now, and that will be showcased by 30 models.
Great.
Yeah, so that's very interesting. And then what else do we have? It's so overwhelming, the response that we got from last year. Everybody wants to come and have a little bit of that show, not just as an audience but as a performer. So we've been trying to manipulate the timing, very difficult to accommodate everybody. But this year again, interestingly, we have an open fitness competition. So anybody like you, me, we can go and do and show our skills, and if you win you'll get a prize on the spot. So we want to promote Fit Sikkim and HIV free Sikkim.
So being especially who has been vocally talking about HIV/AIDS to reaching out to the community, what do you think as a administrator or as a facilitator, what are the challenges still lies for you to reach out to the people?
Challenges for me, number one, as a project officer, head, I feel the people who are infected with the HIV don't come forward. We want them to be a group who comes and demands for their rights. We want them to come and avail of whatever facilities. It's for them the program is thriving. But sadly, they themselves are not very, again because of self-stigma and
low esteem.
And low esteem, it's more about stigma. And then we realize that it's more of self-stigma. And then of course societal stigma which has come down drastically. But it's the person himself or herself who's feeling, oh God, I've got HIV, malai ke bhन्छ, malai ke huncha, So that community, we really want them to come forward. Other communities are ekdamai agadi aera, they are helping me so much, and there's an ownership of the program. Also, I want to advocate for sustainability. What if one day funding stops? We should be able to sustain and make these programs go on. It should not end with some kind of funding that's coming from external source. We should try and make it viable within Sikkim. So that's why we are trying to empower. We'll be putting up stalls. Stalls ma, the PLHIV, people living with HIV are going to make achar, and they're going to make sweaters, all kinds of products, and they're going to, I think we should really emphasize on sustainability.
So I think there is also a need to break the ceiling and the barrier which still exists in terms of stigma, right? Abo jastै PLH को बाट त छ self stigma छ, but still society मा पनि त्यो prevalence त छ नि त.
हजुर. And that's why the act had come out, HIV Prevention and Control Act 2017 भनेर. Why do acts come out? Because there is a problem, people feel the law system needs to enforce it. So there is a system where if anybody is facing stigma, they can come and complain. We have an ombudsman in the state, we have complaints officer in all establishments, but sadly nobody has reported any sort of complaint. So now we're thinking we'll keep our unknown khalke एउटा box, so they can anonymity rakhera. But what to do? We need to know if it exists or not. We know it exists, just as a gossip jastै huncha, but nothing is documented. We have everything in place. We are working towards elimination of AIDS from our country, so even that is in place.
Right. So in line with NACO, तपाईहरुले काम गरिरहनु भएको छ है. Finally, is there any message you want to send across to the people watching you right now?
One important thing I think we should say is if somebody is HIV negative today, why don't you remain HIV negative throughout your life? And that is up to you. Because again, let me re-emphasize how it is spread. We all know that it is spread through unprotected sexual contact, through infected needles and syringes, through infected blood and blood products, and from a infected pregnant mother to her unborn baby. So all these four, if you look at it, it's up to you to control it. It's in your hands. Your health is in your hands. If you're not positive today, don't be positive tomorrow also. Use safe practices in all modes. We're not saying don't have sex, because that's a legal right. That's a human right, no? but then have it in a proper way. There's a method to any kind of madness, ni. And we are there to support you in case anybody is infected. We will take care of you like our own, hey? Give you free medicines, free diagnostics, everything. But just that you need to come out and talk to us.
Right. Thank you so much and all the best. र तपाईहरु पनि यदि 1st of December World AIDS Day मा if you want to come and like be the part of the event, तपाईहरु MG Mark मा आउनु होला. हाम्रै local bands हरु छ UNB and Sophium, and of course Sabin Rai and the Pharaoh, a very famous and popular band, will be performing on 1st of December at MG Mark, and there is no entry fee at all.
It's free.
It's free. It's totally free. So let's say no to HIV AIDS, and let's spread more awareness on this. With Pranam and Ashish, this is Nirmal saying goodbye. Thanks for watching Sikkim Chronicle.
Bye bye.